Gee, I am so excited. New album. Dream Ride comes out September 5th. So I gotta say, I'm one of the lucky ones. I've heard it all. I love it. And I feel like it's a bit maybe the poppiest album you've put out. I love the vibe. There's so many different elements. You've got a saxophone even in there, which I love. Do you think that that's kind of like a fair assessment? Kind of like this new pop journey?
Yeah, I think it's like a masculine pop because it's not pop girly, but it's
Right.
definitely like my version of like butch pop.
We'll take it. Obviously, your personal life, we know you are so happy with Chrishell. What was the motivation with these songs specifically that you wanted to put out into the universe?
Yeah, I guess I just went down this whole 80s route when I was writing this album. My last album, Drummer, I wanted to put it was all about drums and I wanted to put
Yeah.
an 80s drum song on the last record, but realized it was its own world because the 80s and how they recorded drums and their like drum sizes, like their depth of their drums was really deep and they'd gate their drums or they'd put huge verb on their drums. And it really was exciting for my little drum nerd brain. So then I wanted to explore that when writing my third record, Dream Ride, this record. And then I realized that, oh, the 80s really fits me because already the musicality of it, there's like a lot of drum solos, which I do, a lot of guitar solos, which I do, sax solos, which I don't do, but I've started learning sax so I can do it. So just like the musicality and the dramatics of the live shows in the 80s, I already inherently was kind of doing. So I was like, let's go full 80s and see where this leads us and see what the sonic landscape we build from it.
Disco Cowgirl, obviously, we already know and love because that's out. But the next track, I Don't Want to Regret. Let's talk about that because that is the saxophone that I was talking about at the beginning of this. That's where we get that. But I love the messaging. You even shout out the trans community. Tell me about this song specifically because I thought that one was so great.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks on the album. And I always think about the live show when I
Mhm,
write
mhm.
songs. And I wanted to have a song that everyone in the audience, when it gets to the chorus, we're all united and we can all sing and celebrate together and sing that chorus together. So in the first verse, I try and pinpoint everyone. You're being a good husband, a good wife, a good friend. You ran that marathon, you didn't win, but you got to the end. And then, there's the line like, you came out trans and you can finally breathe. You found the love of your life, or maybe you got clean. So I'm just like listing as many people. So I try to tick off everyone in the audience. So when it comes to that chorus, we can sing together. And I have quite a large trans following that I love and adore. And I really wanted to acknowledge them. And, it's been tough times over the last few years and just forever for the trans community. I love highlighting them and their beauty and their, courage and their strength. It felt important to put a line like that in the song.
Like you said it, I mean, it feels really tough, especially for the trans community. So any sort of help and uplifting, I think is so great. So thank you for doing that. Let's talk about some of the other ones, because like I said, I am one of the lucky ones that has gotten to hear all of it. I also like Baby I'm a Winner quite a bit. Tell us about that one, because I think when I listened to it the first time, that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, that song, when I was listening to a lot of 80s music, I loved how like 80s hair metal bands would do like these slower, super emotional ballads.
Yeah.
And their music videos is like them in a dark room on a piano with a spotlight. Like it's
Uh-huh.
so dramatic and just like from a bunch of like dudes wearing like tight little pants sitting around a piano like singing their hearts out. Like I just love the power ballad. And I wrote a lot of power ballads for this record, but none of them quite hit. And then this one
Hmm.
was actually just like a song written on a guitar sitting on the couch. And then me and Aiden one night, we were just up late and we were like, what happens if we turn this acoustic song into a like a power ballad song? So we had a lot of fun making it extremely dramatic. Like the drum fills are so like 80s and slow. Boo, do, 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 do.
I suppose that Chrishell, your spouse, of course, probably loves the 80s vibe. She and I are similar age, and I definitely was into that 80s vibe
Mm.
of all of this. What was Chrishell's take on this kind of new era of music.
Yeah, she loved it. And it's great having Chrishell around because I like seeing what she likes and what she doesn't like. So I wrote over 100 songs for this
Wow.
record and then shortlisted it to 10. So I had a lot of fun bringing different songs back and seeing what Chrishell loves and gravitates towards. And I think she helps inform what songs actually get on the record or not, because there's some songs that she will literally be like, you have to release this. This has to be on the record, or I'll pay for it. I'll buy it. I'll release it then. Um, although Chrishell isn't a musician, I just think she's got a good ear for music and what works and what doesn't. So, and I don't let anyone really hear my music. It's just kind of me and Aiden, and then at the end I show my managers. So Chrishell is kind of the only person that kind of hears anything besides me and my co-producer. So yeah, I really trust her ears.
I could see Chrishell rocking out little headbang into the 80s stuff for sure.
Loves it. And she loves the live shows. It'll
Let's
be
talk about the live shows because the last time I was with you was in June. You were performing at Dodger Stadium. People love you live. It's such a great show. This tour is about to kick off. What's it like to kind of like set out and kind of get to be reconnected with your fans with this whole new project that you're promoting?
I love touring.
Mhm.
I love playing live shows. And I think it's because I used to just be a drummer in bands, like a touring drummer. And I just loved living on tour buses. I love traveling. So now that I get to do it with my own music, it feels like such a treat. I spend so much time on the live show. Like it's my little baby that I care
Mhm.
about so much. And I always want every time someone comes to see me, they see something different that they don't expect. So I've been trying to learn saxophone, so it's me doing all the saxophone
Amazing.
solos. Been working on this like intense drum solo. I've been training for the last few weeks so I can be fit enough to complete this show I have in my mind. I start rehearsals in a few days, but I always want people to walk away from my live show kind of feeling like uplifted, like, oh
Mhm.
my God, like I'm doing a good job. I can do anything. And that's kind of the sentiment of I don't want to regret that song that's on the record. I'm always like, what would be the most insane thing? Like if I rock a drum solo, then you throw me a sax and then I just rip a solo. Like what would really make people be like, oh my Lord, that was crazy. So I always want to try up myself and up my game. And I take it like I'm an athlete almost. I want to perform my best. So I train a lot to be able to perfect, because a lot of the stuff I do on stage is like so high energy.
It's
So
physical. I know even in that small set you did for Pride at Dodger Stadium, you were all over the place, right? I mean, it's like a workout.
yeah, it's full workout.
Yeah.
I've picked one of my hardest songs to sing while drumming. So every day I've been practicing trying to get that up to speed and obviously learning a new instrument from scratch from the last few months and just like trying to be better because I'm like, this is my job and I finally like got here. So I don't want to let anyone down. It's like if you saw someone play basketball, you want them to be practicing over and over again, not just practicing, the week before they go on tour.
That's amazing. I love that. It's such a good perspective. I mean, be the best. You got an opportunity, do it the best that you can. Where are you looking forward to going? Because this tour is going to take you all over the place. I know you like, we've mentioned, I've seen your fans. They are so excited every time you're on that stage. Is there any place in particular you're like, yes, I'm so excited to get back there?
I've got my birthday show is in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Nice.
So I'm like, that's going to be a fun show because it's just my birthday and it'll be fun. And then I'm playing Halloween in San
Oh
Francisco.
my gosh, iconic.
But other than that, like I love just driving through the USA. I got my big tour bus, which is my dream.
Will the
Um,
puppy be on the tour bus or will the puppy be with Chrishell? Or both, maybe?
we're hoping that I think Chrishell's gonna come out for a few dates and suss the situation.
Yes.
And then Peace, our little boy, we're hoping will come the next time once we know like
Yeah.
tour bus vibe and where he'll sleep and just some of the little extra things because he is 5 months old.
We're on the same journey. I adopted a puppy who was about to turn 5 months old, so they need to meet each other.
Oh my God, yeah, we need to socialize our Peace because
Uh,
he's kind of scared of leaving the house. So we need to socialize him.
Yeah, mine is Willie, named after Willie Nelson. So,
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Chrishell and you, obviously, we saw an amazing wedding celebration again, which was fabulous. Medieval times meets so many things. Tell me a little bit about why that was so exciting. I mean, that was such a fun theme, but I love that this idea that the two of you are continuing to cement your love for each other with these very interesting and dynamic ceremonies.
We just like to have fun and
Yeah.
we love a little party or a get together and we want to celebrate our love every year. It kind of started like our very first wedding ceremony was in Vegas and it was very shotgun. So a lot of our family members and friends couldn't make it because it was such late notice. So, you know, my family were like, well, are you going to do another one? Like we have to be at a wedding. So then I was like, yes, you know, family back home in Australia, we'll do another one. So there was already like another one on the card. So then
Yeah.
it just never stopped. Then we're like, it's kind of the wedding, it's the wedding world tour. We're doing the wedding world tour. And now we do one every year. So next year will be our fifth. We're thinking goth. We don't like being stressed about it. So we plan it like a week to 4 days in advance. So you don't get
Wow.
much notice when you're invited.
Yeah. Be
Um,
ready.
yeah, you have to be ready. And it's always in July. At some point in July, it's going to happen. And then we get to write new vows because you're growing and changing
Of
in
course.
life. And your love is growing and changing. And, you know, writing new vows every year, I think is pretty cute. And then we get to choose like who's going to like a celebrant and a different friend for a gay of honor or a best man or a best they, them, or, you know,
Yeah,
whatever we do. It's just really fun to include your friends and, you know, you gain new friends in life as well. So your maid of honor may have changed from the first year to
totally.
the fifth year. So it's fun choosing a different people to be a part of it. And this one we went medieval, which now we've started the themes. So then I think we're just going to get more crazy with it.
Maybe it could be goth with like a tinge of 80's since you're on this vibe,
Ooh,
you know?
like Edward Scissorhands
Something
vibes.
like that. Yeah, like I'm like so you gotta have like big hair 80's. Let's do that. I love
Yeah,
that.
that could be cool. Definitely want to get like some kind of like goth emo band. That'd be in
Yes.
like a dark cathedral or something, just like hectic.
I am so excited. Like I said, Dream Ride, the album is coming out September 5th. Almost here, everyone. It's so great. So many, like I said, fun songs, but impactful songs. I love that you know, are taking it so seriously and getting ready for this tour. Tickets are going to be available now and like I said, going all over the place. Give my best to Chrishell and the puppy, and we'll have a puppy date soon.
Oh, I love it. Can't wait. Thanks so much, mate. It's good to see and talk to you again.